Chapter 1. The Regius Manuscript. They say history is written by the victors, but some chapters were never meant to be read at all. This is one of them. It's 1390. An unknown hand pens a manuscript. Obedience, sacred duty, and a warning, one that still chills the spine. He who betrays the craft shall lose his tongue. This wasn't a builder's guide. It was an initiation, a coded contract, a black oath in verse. Scholars tried to explain it away, called it a poem, a guild manual. But they missed the real question. Why would a construction manual hide its teachings behind rhyme? Why the secrecy? Why the threat of death? Because it wasn't about bricks. It was about control. This manuscript, hidden for centuries, wasn't passed down in libraries. It was handed in shadows, from one sworn man to the next. Some say the manuscript holds encrypted codes, buried meanings, alchemical patterns. Others believe it's the first page of something far greater, book that was never finished because it never had to be. You see, this wasn't just the start of a movement. It was the blueprint for a silent empire, a network without borders, a language without words, a power without a name. This was chapter 1 of the Black Book. Chapter 2. Oaths, blood, and forbidden secrets. They called it a craft, but the truth, it was a covenant, forged in secrecy and sealed in blood. Imagine it's you, blindfolded, kneeling, surrounded by silence. You feel the weight of centuries pressing down on your shoulders. A voice speaks, ancient, calm, and final. You are told that this oath you're about to take is not reversible, not erasable, not forgivable. Break it and you won't just lose your name. You may lose your tongue, your mind, your life, and they mean it. Because for the Freemasons, secrecy was survival, silence was strength, and obedience was sacred. This wasn't a club, this was an order, a system of control wrapped in ritual, protected by fear and built on trust. Each degree you passed took you deeper into a world most people never knew existed. The candles, the floor patterns, the symbols carved into wood and stone. They weren't decorations, they were codes. Some oaths were theatrical, but others were chilling. You swore never to reveal the signs, the grips, the words, and above all, the meaning behind them. And if you did, the consequences were unspeakable. Records of vanished men still haunt Masonic history. Brothers who talked, brothers who disappeared. No trace, no grave. Just whispers. They had broken the chain, and the chain broke them. The deeper you went, the stranger it became. There were texts, forbidden ones, the manuscript of Herodim, the secret cipher, the lost constitutions. They weren't taught, they were decoded, layer upon layer of secrecy until the rituals no longer felt symbolic and but spiritual, alchemical, supernatural. Some say the highest rites don't just bind you to a brotherhood, but to a force, a presence, a light beyond light, or a darkness you carry forever, and that's where the Black Book returns. Because the Regius Manuscript was only the prologue, the real story was scattered, fragmented, hidden on purpose. Each brother received just a piece, because the whole was too dangerous to hold alone. You weren't just earning knowledge, you were proving you could survive it. And if you failed, your silence became permanent. Because when power is built on secrets, breaking one can burn the entire temple to the ground. This was Chapter 2 of the Black Book.